let's have this for Christmas. Let's have this our Christmas gift from SimCity Build It. Let's make these changes. So I'm gonna give you 5. Number 1 is gonna be we need to change the algorithm, money grabbing algorithm. Meaning, and I've seen a lot of people complain about this in reviews on SimCity Build It, is that the game is structured to take your money. And I'm not talking about currency. I'm talking about real money, real money, not in-game currency. Because the way that the events work, you get they make it so hard. And it basically encourages you to purchase in events like these because it's so hard without purchasing. There's also, they'll parade you with deals like these where they're just asking for your money every single day. You'll see it in the shop where they're just asking for your money. Look at this, $100 for 8,500 Simcash, which is not even worth it. $100 is a lot of money. It just shows that the game has been trying to just grab your money. And it's kind of sad. And the way that it's structured is that those of you that do spend money on the game will have advantages. However, not everyone wants to spend money, and it kind of annoys people that you almost have to spend money to get ahead in some areas of the game. So we need to change that. We need to change how it's structured. We really need to change how events are structured. We need to stop, the advertisement gimmicks, all the money-grabbing techniques. We saw this with the Black Friday event, where the only way you could get the rewards from that event was through purchases. We need to stop this money thing. Now, of course, they're not going to want to stop making money, but I'm just saying it's costing them money sometimes because players are actually leaving the game for this reason. Nobody wants to see the salesman, SimCity Build It, go and ask for your money, your real money. So we need to change that, and it's gotten ridiculous and it's gotten out of hand. Now, number 2 that we need to change the global trade market and the algorithm on really how it works. And those of you that shop on the global trade market are probably frustrated with this pretty frequently. Is that when you need an item, it's very hard to find that item. Usually on the global trade market, you're only going to see items that you don't really need, right? The items that you actually need, you don't really see. And I get that the game does this just because, if you saw an item and you needed it, instead of taking hours to maybe produce that item, you could just buy it real quick. Everything would take quick. You would quick build. I get that, and, I get the game would be too easy. So I'm not saying all the time, but I'm just saying sometimes. Because they've made it extremely, extremely hard to find what you need on the global trade market. And it's become a problem, I will say that, because it can get annoying when you need an item and it takes you forever and you go searching and searching and searching and you're never going to find it because that's the way the algorithm works. I mean, sometimes you may get lucky, but they really need to switch that. I understand that you can't have it too available, but at the same time, they've made it extremely hard to get items that you actually need. So number 3, what I wish for Christmas from SimCity Build It, is we need to stop recycling limited time specializations. And I want to say this, this is an example of the event here. I'll give you an example of the deluxe department store, and previous events through other years, is that what they do is they recycle events, for example, for Christmas, for Halloween, for Christmas and Halloween and other events. What they do is they recycle, specializations from the previous years. So they don't give us really anything new, and it's kind of ridiculous because they call it limited time specializations, but, that begs the question, is it really limited time if we can get it next year? For example, if I don't get something, let's say the deluxe department store, which has been back, it's been here in previous years, I'm going to guess it's probably going to be here next year because they recycle. It's their pattern. It's what they do. So if I wasn't going to get it, I could say, oh, well, I'll just wait a year. I'll get it next year because it's not going to go away. And, well, that kind of ruins the point of limited time. I know you only have a limited time to get it, but I think we should have new ones every year instead of using the same old specializations. I just find it ridiculous, the recycling, and it shows a lack of creativity and originality. Number 4 is going to be, we need this idea. Now, this idea is not changing anything. This is actually a brand new idea, which I came up with. I didn't hear this from a community, and I hope this becomes popular because this idea really needs to be implemented in the game. Trading specializations, and I know those of you that do design challenges will love this. Now, I'm going to explain this because this is a new concept. So, basically, the specializations that we have, we should be able to trade them with other players. Now, I know that the game, it might be unfair if we trade them with, someone way too high of a level from us or way too low of a level. So they could put it in maybe leagues, make it trade with people that are a similar level to you. But you should be able to trade specializations because you can trade limited time. Say if you have a limited time specialization, but you don't like it, and say someone else has a limited time specialization, they don't like theirs, and you can trade if you don't like, whatever you want to do. And this could be good because you can switch off between specializations. There'll be many ways to get specializations, and plus, it puts a motivating factor. It gives people an opportunity to trade because, let's be honest, there's not really much trading here. I mean, you can trade items, I know that, but there's nothing really permanent effects. If we had something like a specialization trade center, I think that would be amazing where we can trade each other's specializations. If this ever gets implemented, I just want to know that I hope you know that you're hearing this from me. I'm sure someone else had the idea, but this has got to come. Like, trading specializations, this is going to, make design challenges amazing, because if you need a specialization and if you can't afford it, or if it's limited time, but it'll go great with your design challenge, you can trade with another player. This will be great. So we really wish we can get that. That would be one of the biggest updates they've had in a long time. Now, number 5, and this is going to be another change, and this is the last one. I'm going to wrap this up. This is going to be the storage algorithm. Now, everyone knows that storage is usually a problem. Right now, I'm not dealing with a storage problem, but that's only because I recently, expanded and stuff and used area expansion items. But most people will deal with a storage problem most of the time. Once they relieve that storage problem, like expanding, that will only be temporary, and they're probably going to experience the storage problem pretty soon, right? So I think we need to change that. And I heard this one idea on social media that we could have a separate war storage. And as you could see, the war storage, I have a bunch of war storage. It's taking up a lot of space. It's hard to war. It's hard to play the game. There's multitask things to do, right? There's contest of mayors, there's war, there's building your city. There's a lot of stuff to do, and there's not enough storage space to do all these things. So it's kind of ridiculous. We need a separate war storage. They need to fix the values of the storage, higher storage. They need it to make it easier to expand storage and all those things to make sure, because this storage problem is the one thing that really annoys and really irritates players, and some are going away from the game because of this, because it's just annoying when you want to play the game, when you want to collect items, when you want to build, and then you have to deal with this problem of storage. I know you could always sell in the global trade market, but there's the problem. You don't want to get rid of some items because you need them, and it's not like you have extra. When you, in the game, a lot of the items that you have, you generally need, and that's the problem, is there's no room for extras, and it's just a storage space dilemma.